Commission have been working hard on the Canada agreement. The work continued through the night and into this morning. You know that the Wallonian Prime Minister, Paul Magnette, and the Foreign Minister of Canada, whom we asked to join us here in Brussels, and the Commission representatives are still in a meeting in Namur, which has been interrupted to allow the Prime Minister to go off and talk to his Parliament. I hope that we'll be able to see an agreed settlement in a few days with the Wallonians, our friends, because I believe that this CETA agreement is the best agreement we have ever been able to negotiate to date. And I must say, I am astonished that when we're able to reach an agreement with the Vietnamese, and everybody knows that what their attitude is, and yet when we try to reach an agreement with Canada, the dictatorship of all dictatorships, people say, oh no, we're worried about human rights. It's turning things on its head. And I think we have to say that. In the Commission, we've been talking about the need to take an agreement on Article 15 with the Chinese on whether we should accord market economic status to China. The Commission has to meet its obligations under international law. It has to say what it thinks, and that is why we strongly insisted upon the need for us to improve our trade defense instruments. We cannot turn around and say to the people of Europe that China is a market economy, has market economy status. If it had been, we wouldn't be having the problems now, but we have to comply with the obligations of Article 15. But I don't want to see an international agreement being an excuse for sacrificing the interests of the European Union and particularly of the steel sector. While we are warmly in favor of free trade has to be fair. And we have to make sure that we do not renounce the possibility of using trade defense instruments, because others won't. As President of the Commission, therefore, today, I made the point strongly to the heads of states of government that they should, in their wisdom, follow the Commission's proposals in this area, which some of them did so only half-heartedly, while it has been quite clearly shown that the United States ask for 100% more in terms of customs duty than we do in the European Union. Our average is 21.1%. The Americans is 266%. That's particularly worse, even worse for cold rolled products in steel. I cannot accept that the European Union should be unarmed just to keep other people happy. We have social interests that we have to defend in the European Union as well, and we have to do that. In the context of CETA now, in the Commission, we have been working with the Romanians, the Bulgarians and the Canadians, working hard to find a solution to the problem constituted by the visa restrictions on Bulgarian and Romanian citizens. We have a proposal now in place which will mean that the visa obligations will be removed for Romanians and Bulgarians by the 1st of December 2017. The initial Canadian proposal, I should remind you, was quite different. But obviously, the liberalization of visas will only work if we have an agreement between the EU and Canada, if the trade agreement is adopted. I am confident that there will be an agreement, And secondly, then, that our Bulgarian and Romanian friends will be able to gain the visa rights they're entitled to.